I have a theory about what it means, this Pink Heineken that they're talking about. Good morning, and welcome to another edition of the Clarion Call Reactions and Opinions. The Skinner brothers, and of course Ren, have come out with the final song in their 6-song series. I gotta admit, I was wrong as far as thinking that maybe the final episode would end up where the first episode started. That would have been funny, but Ren's not going for funny here. Ren's going for sad. It's a sad end of a long, long day. I've reacted to the third episode first. I've watched them all, of course. And then my last video, I had been sick, so I did 4 and 5 together. And I just wanted to do number 6 because I think it ties everything together. And it does confirm my feeling from the very start. This isn't ending well in terms of the lifestyle that this group of young men pursuing. We'll get into that as we watch. So this episode starts at 4:54 in the morning, and it must be the summertime because it's already light out, and they're on their way in the car to the beach to watch the sun come up.
Now Jack's on the westway. He fucked up his whole estate. You know he's never saying nothing cause they keep it in his head till the day he died. It's like I know I'm fucked up but I never change. Trapped in bed and I'm still deranged. When I come out of the can I got the fear and the dread. Quarter in the fourth quartine I'm giving head. Now every fucking place I go, every duck cream crack, every watering hole, and then you left me for dead. I was deader than Zen in New Orleans.
So as you probably realize, I don't do first-time reactions. My mind doesn't work that quickly. I have to hear a piece of music multiple times, maybe 10 times or more, before I can really hear what's there. And one of the things sonically with all of Ren's work, but this one in particular, it took me quite a while before I noticed, the strings in the background here while he's singing just now. And then later on, there's another section we're going to hear horns in the background. And then throughout the song, there's like little sound effects of the car revving and car doors slamming. And it's just so sonically interesting what they're doing here. It's just so beautifully mixed. And of course, many varieties of music mixed together. It starts on a very sad note. He's talking about how he's screwed up his life, but he never changes. It's the end of a long day of partying, I guess. We saw Ren coming out of a house in the first episode where he was there with the lady that probably should not have been with him. And then they go to the convenience store and they hang out in the parking lot and then they buy some drugs. The next episode, they're at a little bar or pub in the afternoon and they're all drinking and God knows what else they're doing. Later on that night, they're at a nightclub, grooving to techno music and hitting on girls, and Ren succeeds in finding a girl that seems interested in him. And then the last episode before this, they're at an after hours party and drinking and the drugs is continuing. And I've said all along, this is not a sustainable lifestyle. If you're in your 20s, early 20s, or maybe even into your 30s, maybe you can do this for a while, but where does it lead? Now he's showing us in the final episode where it does lead. It leads to feelings of depression. I have a theory. I've watched a lot of reactions also, and I have a theory about what it means, this Pink Heineken that they're talking about. But let me get a little farther along and then I'll explain it.
Forget about yesterday. Just hold my gaze and separate. True first, but angels can sing. And blue, green, and pink Heineken.
So we have that female voice, Megan somebody, singing that refrain. I think she does it at least 3 times throughout the song. First of all, to me, it's very reminiscent of like Eminem's Stan with Dido. I think that's how you say her name. The contrast between the male voices and then all of a sudden this angelic female voice. I believe, and I haven't seen this theory anywhere else, but this is my own personal theory. I believe that the Pink Heinekens refers to a version of the drug ecstasy, which would make sense because the type of lifestyle that they're following, going to clubs, listening to techno music, hanging out, picking up women, having meaningless sex, those are all behaviors that are associated with ecstasy. I personally have never taken it, so I can't really talk from experience, but this is what I've heard. I believe that this angelic voice telling them, forget about all the bad things, just hold my gaze, take some more drugs. It's like a siren call to them. It's tempting them to continue the drug use, continue that lifestyle. Don't worry about yesterday. Forget about the past, forget about the future. Just live in the moment. People can get caught up in that lifestyle. Let me go back and play that female chorus again and see if it doesn't make sense to you that this is actually the drug speaking to the boys.
Forget about yesterday. Just hold my gaze and separate. True first, but angels can sing. Blue, green, and pink Heineken.
Yeah, I'll bolt up the M-way 125 on a slip lane. Cause nothing adds to nothing when nothing's in your head. I hope the feeling's gone. It's like I'm always on top, but I'm never done. Holes in my shit, but it's never sunk. And I don't know how I do it, but I do it in my sleep. Fuck it, I don't think, just blink. But I always bring the soul. Long hair, leather jacket, call it rock and roll. And I don't even mind, cause I ain't got the time to fuck about.
Did you hear the horns there? There's so much going on in this song and in this video. It's almost subliminal. You don't expect, it's a rock and roll group, right? You don't expect all this production values with strings and then horns, like a full orchestra is behind them. Forget about yesterday. It's too painful to think about all the bad things that are happening. Just keep taking the drugs and live for the moment, and don't worry about tomorrow either. You might be dead tomorrow. So now they finally arrived at the beach.
Fuck about.
Forget about yesterday. Just hold my gaze and separate. True first, but angels can sing. Blue, green, and pink
I absolutely love that electric guitar. I believe that's probably Ren playing it. And of course, he's had those little guitar solos throughout this series. He's a master. He's a master of that instrument as well as master of almost everything else he attempts. They've arrived at this beach, and I believe this is probably Brighton, which is in south of London on the ocean. It's kind of an old style resort. Those appear to be rusted metal wall that he jumps over there, which looks extremely hazardous. If you fell, you might cut yourself quite badly. I wonder if that's a remnant of some sort of World War II fortification they put up to prevent a German invasion and landing there, which would have been, one of the places closest to France that the Germans might have tried to come across the channel. We're now going to finally hear Ren sing, and this, of course, is always the highlight of any of these songs because his wordplay is just amazing.
I watched the blood run red as an angel's breath brushed gentle down my side. I was left cold in my room to die. Clip my wings, now I can't fly. Tears and sorrow fill the spaces hollow. Blind men lead while the wise men follow. Sing for tomorrow, wait for the shade to pass. With the past holds on, but the present goes fast.
I absolutely love that line. The past holds on while the present goes fast. Yeah, it's sometimes very difficult to let go of the past and let go of things that should be forgotten or left behind. Meanwhile, your life goes on at full speed. And then he kind of turned the old adage around about blind leading the blind. He said the blind are leading, but the wise men are following him. That's not normally the way we think about it. We normally think the wise men would know enough not to follow somebody that was blind. But in today's world, well, a lot of people that are supposedly wise are not necessarily doing smart things. So that one rings pretty good too. Let's go back and hear the whole thing.
I watched the blood run red as an angel's breath brushed gentle down my side. I was left cold in my room to die. Clip my wings, now I can't fly. Tears and sorrow fill the spaces hollow. Blind men lead while the wise men follow. Sing for tomorrow, wait for the shade to pass. But the past holds on, but the present goes fast. Won't last, tick tick fade away. Time don't mind, don't ever wait for no one but death. The cause of no rest. When he said, when he's done, guess I try my best. Yes, yes. I live like I died today, and if I die today, then I live like I died today. My self-made shallow grave. And when the time comes, I will die with a smile on my face.
He paraphrased kind of a famous quote there, time stops for no man. But his answer to that is, I'm going to live every day as if I'm going to die today. Well, you can do that, but you're probably going to die a lot sooner that way. You're burning the candle at both ends, as we say. It makes for a brighter light, but a much shorter candle. And that's what these fellows are doing. I mean, can you imagine if this lifestyle were repeated every day? Every day they were going out, drinking, taking drugs, staying up all night. No, that would not end well. So then we have the final chorus here from Megan. I don't know if Volkswagen paid for a product placement, but it looks like an ad for Volkswagen. I mean, the logo, the GTI, the car is taking up at least half the screen. And I guess the GTI is a pretty hot engine, so he said before he was going 125 on the slipway. At first, I was converting that to metric because I was confused a little bit. It's been 25 years since I was in England, and I forgot that they actually do refer to miles per hour, not kilometers per hour. So I was converting 125 and thinking, okay, times 0.6 is about 75 miles an hour. But no, they're talking 125 miles per hour, and that's pretty fast. And a slipway, if you don't know, is not a major road either. It's just kind of a connector road. That's taking some chances right there, going 125 miles an hour. Especially, you can see how fatigued they were. They were yawning, fighting to stay awake because they've been up. Well, we know Ren's been up since around 8:30 in the morning when he got out of that woman's house. It's been a long day, almost 24 hours awake. So here's your final chorus.
About yesterday, just hold my gaze and separate. Truth hurts, but angels can see. The blue, green, and pink Heineken.
And of course, it ends there again with those strings. It's an absolutely beautiful musical production. As I said, all of the orchestration behind it, the singing is superb, the lyrics probably the best of the series. I guess it's just a little morality tale showing what happens to people who live that kind of lifestyle. They have their highs and then they have their lows. Ren decided to end it on the low note, which doesn't surprise me in the least because Ren is, if anything, realistic about the challenges of life in 21st century Britain and probably all around the world. There may be another series coming out sometime in the future, but in the meantime, I think he's promised to get back to the Sunflower series. Beyond that, I know that the rapper Chris Webby was over in England last summer recording some music with Ren, and I'm very interested to see that because I'm a big Chris Webby fan. So whether he's going to go back to the Sunflower next or go to Chris Webby, either one will be great, and I'll be there for it.